Hey, beautiful people. Today's video is about certainty. Certainty within yourself. How do you get certainty within yourself? How do you take a next step when you know inside you that that's the right decision to make, that you have to take the jump? But then you sit down with your practical mind, and the moment you start using logic, everything tells you not to do it. Have you had those moments? Of course you have. We all have them. So recently I met someone through my seminars, and she was such a beautiful soul, expressing how she has to do something, and she knows she has to do it. She knows there is one way to be done. But of course her mind kept tricking her and telling her, but what would the outcome be? And the mind kept keeping her in an unsafe place, in a place that unless she figured out all the details of the outcome, she cannot move. So she was paralyzed, knowing that she has to move forward. And the thing is, when we know something is right for us, we don't need to know the process. So let's talk about certainty when you have it inside you and you know this is the right thing. But as humans, we would like to know the steps. That's why we start talking to many people, sharing our idea and saying, I've got to move cities, I've got to move countries. But what it's going to look like? Who's going to be on the other side? Where am I going to live? What kind of job will I have? How will I reconnect with friends and family on the other side? For example, this is just a hypothetical example. But think about it. We all have moments, we have this uncertainty that we have to face with the life situation. And many of us would not take the jump. Why? Because they would like to know the outcome. They would like to know what to expect, how the plan will unfold. Well, here is a secret. You would not know unless you jump. And I'm a real example of that. I live through uncertainty. I make decisions on the base of intuition. And I would like to assure you one thing, that the moment you follow your heart and you know you've got to go somewhere, you've got to buy something, you've got to go and meet someone, but you don't know how that will look like long term, you don't need to. Because there is a source alignment in you, for you, taking you where you need to be. So don't overthink. Remember what I told you before, 98% of our thoughts are not our thoughts. Therefore, you have only 2% to work with, and they come from lineage, from karmic, ancestral trauma, and they are yours. The moment you recognize them, you will be able to distinguish between those two. So taking the leap. What is it right for you to do right now? What is that you want to do but you're not doing? What is the one thing that really bugs you and tell you, let's go? And you're saying, 10 reasons why you're not going to do it. So don't think of the 10 reasons why it's not going to work. Think of the 10 possible reasons why it is going to work. And let the Creator drop the message to you. Let Him and the universe reveal the steps. Because think of that, if we know the outcome of our life and the steps of how things will unfold for us for the next 2, 3, 5 years, what's the joy? What's the fun? What's the excitement? No, it's gone. It's taken away from you. We're here to live the life through our own experience, through making a choice, sticking to the choice, taking responsibility, and letting yourself see what is on the other side. Good luck. Take the jump.